once again, part-time lawn care viewers. Today's a happy day. Just got a new mower in. A little out of breath from walking up the hill at the top of my driveway to uncrate this bad boy. That is a Bradley 36-inch stand-on. And unless you're lucky enough to live near a dealer, that's how it comes to your house. So I'm going to go through a cursory uncrating of this and show you the key areas where you may hang up. Stay tuned. So of course the first thing you're going to want to do is rip the plastic off, and don't freak out if you cannot find the keys. There's supposed to be an owner's manual, but lately they have been zip tying them right here. So don't freak out like I did and have to call them up in Illinois and act like a jerk. But anyway, you're going to start off unbolting here, all the way around the frame. There's a little bit of wire there, a little bit of wire you have to take off there. Luckily there's no bolts back here like on the 52, so apparently there's a lot less bolts. Now the areas where you will have issues with, right here, you can see that the tire will just kind of sink down into here and hang up. You don't want that, so we're going to brace it up with some blocks. Some people like to cut it with a Sawzall with a metal blade, which I have, but mine's not cordless, and I don't feel like bringing 150 feet of cord up here. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way with blocks and wood. Some tools you'll need: 17mm socket, breaker bar because it is put on by a torque wrench or impact wrench, a ratcheting socket and a socket, and one miscellaneous cat. Sorry I'm a little winded. I just carried a big ass jack from up that hill. It doesn't look steep and long, but it is. Anyway, they're not kidding when they say that. So have you some of that, and it does take 10W30. I believe I had to put like 1.5 quarts in there. It's ridiculous. Also, you're going to need gas and one of those, and I'll show you what's up with that in a bit. But that's what she looks like without the plastic. These will come in handy, both sides. We're up at the front now. I want you to pay close attention to right here. It's bolted to the frame, see? Right there. So over here, I have to take that bolt off the frame. And this is where you're going to jack it up. And then you're going to take these two off, and it should be totally free. Now on the 52, it's hooked up like this on the back. Okay, so I removed one bracket from there. As you can see, it was there. The reason being I could not fit my jack between the two, so I have one still bolted in at the bottom, not at the top. Now be really careful, guys, because these motors are between 600 and 700 pounds, and this is quite possibly the most dangerous part of uncrating this thing. So exercise caution, and that's my official disclaimer. We are at the back, and it looks like I was wrong. There is this bracket holding it together in two places. Now there's a flange that goes behind here and connects to this. Ideally you want both of these off, but we can make do with taking this one off and then driving forward, and then make sure later that we take off this one up here, because you don't want to snack on anything in anybody's yard. That could be not so great. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I had to go with plan B. Take the reciprocating saw with a metal blade, cut that off, cut that off. You can see what it did look like. Cut that off. Same thing on the other side. She's jacked up now. So there and there. It's a bunch of funkiness going on under here. It's like clear bar, and it could really mess things up if you don't do that. Now luckily there's these 2x10s that I'm going to use as ramps under the wheels and just roll this bad boy off. Once again, make sure you check the oil, and you're going to need gas, and check the hydraulic oil level as well. And should have this baby off here in just a moment. Here comes my son putting along. So as you can see, we got it off. Everything's working great. And that's what you're left with, and you get to dispose of that, which ain't fun, heavy and cumbersome. I just take it to the dump and recycle it. Thanks for watching. Hope it wasn't as painful for you as it was for me.